What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be going over uh balloon strategy. Um yeah, this video is just over balloon and kind of some of the stuff that goes with it. The first replay is given to me by Tweeter Turtle, who's a level 12. He was at, I think, Master League last time I was over there, so he's a very high trophy player, so definitely a good replay from him. In their clan, they have a lot of people using Barbarian Hut because they think it's a good defense, and I agree with them. It's a good defense, so if you guys have it upgraded, feel free to use it. And so he's going to be using the Balloon Freeze combo, and Balloon Freeze is a very good combo to use because often your opponent will not have a whole lot of air defense. So if you freeze their good air defense, or if their air defense isn't in cycle, then you can do a lot of damage because we all know that the balloon does more damage than almost any troop in the game per hit. So getting the balloon to the tower is obviously very important when running a balloon deck. So also when running a balloon deck, you want to play good defense, obviously. And when you're using freeze, you need to be ready for bigger counter pushes because you're freezing your opponent's troops, and that will allow them to build up a bigger push when they're coming for you on offense. So you gotta make sure you account for that. So he's got a Max Royal Giant coming down the lane, and the Barbarian Hut comboed with the Inferno Dragon does a very good job at killing that. And of course, he's going to be facing max stuff and almost max stuff being up at the trophy count that he's at. He's going to face a lot of very high level stuff. When you're using Balloon, guys, you want to make sure to have a tank in front of it because it doesn't have a whole lot of life, and it doesn't take a whole lot of air defense to kill it if it's by itself. So if you send in a balloon by itself and your opponent puts archers down, most likely it's not going to hit the tower. So try to get a tank. Either a giant or a lava hound would be the best options. And then there's ice golems also do a really good job if you want to use that. So here the opponent gets 2 level 13 royal giants down, and Tweeter Turtle defends it fairly easily with that Ice Wiz and the barbarians, and then the Executioner was helping clean up a little bit too. And in this freeze right here, the opponent, all he can do is zap. He doesn't have any other air defense, and he takes the game. Does about 1,000 damage with that one bomb drop, and then gets the second one after that. So, when you're using it, you need to use a tank, and I would suggest either using Ice Golem or Giant because they're rares, so you can upgrade those a lot better and a lot easier than a Lava Hound because it's a legendary. And you can use Lord Fauti uses Giant. No, he might just use, yes, he uses Giant and Ice Golem. And then he also uses Lumberjack to rage up his balloon. And rage with balloon is a very deadly combo. It's whenever the balloon gets sped up, it catches your opponent off guard a lot. So rage or Lumberjack with your balloon could be a really good combo if you want to try that out. So spells, I've kind of been going over that, but not specifically by itself. Let's see. Fireball's good because it'll kill minions, minion hordes, and damage other stuff. So you'll have to combine it with like a zap or something. Freeze can be good with it because, like I said earlier, you freeze your opponent's only air defense, or maybe they only have like 2 or 3, and so you freeze it, and then it you're able to get good damage on the tower. Lightning's really good for Infernos, for Musketeers, etc. Just the, the single targeting, well, not single targeting, Musketeer, or, Wizard too, but the single troops that don't have too much HP to where you can lightning them down and kill them. So lightning's a very good option. And then Zap. Poison I wouldn't really suggest. Clone I wouldn't suggest. And then the other spells. Heal spell recently came out. I'm actually recording the voiceover for this after the heal spells come out. And after all the heal challenge stuff has been done. And I think that could be a good spell to combo with the balloon. However, I've not tested it out, so I can't say for sure how good that combo will be. But I've heard from a lot of people that it's a good combo. So if you want to try out the heal spell with the balloon, tell me in the comments how it's working for you, please, because I like to kind of see how stuff is going and how these new cards are coming into the game and what they're actually good for, because the heal spell, I haven't found a whole lot of good uses for it. I used it in a 3 Musketeer deck, it was pretty decent with that, but other than that, it's not that great. So, like every deck also, you need to focus on playing good defense and counter pushing. This deck also is a beatdown deck, so you don't have to defend as heavily because you can do so much damage in one push, and you could plow over your opponent in one push if you get the push down correct. You could take down a whole tower, or maybe even sometimes take a crown tower and then the king tower if your opponent doesn't defend too well and if you play well on offense. So don't worry too much. A control player needs to worry about all the health on the tower. He wants to protect all of it that he can, but as a beatdown player, you have the luxury of letting your opponent kind of hurt your tower, because you know that you can take his tower because your push is going to be so massive that he won't be able to stop it. And so this Tarot guy sadly places his tombstone in a wrong placement so the balloon doesn't actually get dragged, and so Lord Fauti ends up winning that game, and he's a very good player. I got to talk with him, and he has a lot of challenge cards, won, if I remember correctly. So this next replay is a Lava Loon. This is one of the most popular challenge type decks, and also it's pretty popular on ladder too. It's more popular in challenges though, because the Lava Hound's hard to upgrade, like I've said, and so you can use it in challenges pretty easily, because if you unlock it, then you automatically have it tournament standard. And obviously it has a ton of HP, so it's going to protect that loon very well. And another thing I wanted to point out, if you're going to use a Lava Hound, put it in one of the back corners, like the back left corner, the back right corner, and then when the Lava Hound's right about to cross the bridge, put your balloon in on the very side, right next to the Lava Hound, and it'll kind of stick right next to the Lava Hound. And if your opponent uses minions or minion horde to try to take it out, the balloon generally will kind of glide past the Lava Hound because it moves a little bit faster, and so the minions or Mega Minion or whatever it is will generally retarget onto the Lava Hound, leaving your balloon with some HP, and it'll be able to do a lot of damage on the tower if you place it correctly. So remember to almost always place your Lava Hound in the back, or your giant, depending on what your opponent's doing, obviously, but you'll be able to build up a lot bigger push that way. So right here, Laxley's going, as you can see here, he puts it right behind the Lava Hound, and it's pretty much stuck to it. It's going to be very hard for his opponent to end up defending this. And also, another thing you can do, if they have Electro Wizard or something, you can place more troops in behind to kind of distract it, and that That push just totally decimated that tower. I believe it was at full health pretty much when he started attacking the tower too. Now this, he was pushing opposite lane to make his opponent have to defend. He lost some elixir that was not a good trade for him, but he was pressuring his opponent so he couldn't just take out his tower, and defended the Hog Rider really well and ends up taking this game fairly easy. Okay, so this last replay, it's not of any benefit to anyone. It's not going to help you, and I'm not even going to really analyze it. It was just a glitch that happened, and I lost this game. It wouldn't let me place anything. It it popped up like this with the king towers turned around, and I couldn't place anything, and I was pushing up on my dad's account and lost trophies for this, which was not too great. It was kind of annoying, but I mean, I guess every once in a while we're gonna face hackers and whatnot. So that's the video. That's all I gotta say. If you need help, comment in the comment section down below. I'll try to answer any questions, and I'll see you guys later.